Of course, let's continue with our conversation on politics really.
And this time Gombe, which has been an interesting one in recent times. If you look at it from the blame game between the PDP and the APC over violence to the factions on both sides, the politics is now getting even more intense. There's also the rumor of the former governor of the state, Danjuma Goje, in talks with the PDP presidential candidate, Atiku Abubakar, ahead of the presidential election. Joining us in the studio is the former Speaker of the Gombe State House of Assembly, Honorable Inuwa Garba, who is also a candidate for the House of Representatives of the PDP. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me.
It's been interesting what's happening in Gombe State, and you are a prominent member of the PDP in that state.
Yes.
So what do you make of the back and forth in the state?
Well, that is democracy. That is why it is politics and in politics, because it's a conglomeration of interest from different quarters, from different political parties and different background. And looking at the political atmosphere of Nigeria, there are a lot of awareness from both the electorates and the component that form democratic system in the entire country. So going back and front is part of the process, of which that's to tell you that Nigerians now are ready to go to the vote with the intention of voting those that have the credentials, credibility and wherewithal to do the right thing for Nigeria and Nigerians.
Right.
Now, and you think your presidential candidate has all of those?
Exactly. Looking at the political terrain in Nigeria, there is no single individual that possesses political credentials. If you say PDP, they are the people that initiated PDP from PDM. He is coming from the school of thought in politics from Eradua camp up to this time around. And looking at both PDP and APC in Nigeria, majority of the key players in that democratic space, you know, he grew most of us. Even some governors that are groaning, shouting and making a lot of unnecessary noise, he identified with them even from outside the politics, from the academia. So we bring them into the politics because he know they can make an impact.
Well, so I would say maybe former Governor Goje is probably part of those people you're referring to.
Exactly. Not only Goje.
Right.
Look at all the length and breadth of this country. The top best 11 of Nigeria, more than 80% of them.
He has the experience.
He recognized,
basically
identified, recruit, and position them into governance.
But I want to focus on the politics in Gombe State. You were the former Speaker of the State House of Assembly, so you're familiar with what's going on there. I do know that your party, the People's Democratic Party, had accused the Governor Inuwa-led administration in Gombe State of stifling the opposition ahead of campaigns. Talk to us about how you were able to handle that, and also your plans really to flip Gombe State from the APC back to the PDP.
Well, thank you for that question. You know, some of the politicians, they think being in power is a key to have an access to everything, which now is not. Like you said, in Gombe, there are a lot of intimidation, you know, in different, you know, areas of the state, arrest unnecessarily, detention, and the rest of them. But intimidation, this time around, no work.
Okay, now let's talk about what you can bring to the table. We understand that you're running for House of Representatives.
Yes.
Okay, so what are your chances anyway?
Well, as God may have it, I am first of all prepared, ready, and I have the mission, the vision, and the credentials to first deliver. Not only in the polls, but even in the chambers.
What are those credentials?
Thank you very much. I have been in the House of Assembly for 12 years, a member, Deputy Speaker, Speaker of Gombe State House of Assembly, and Chairman of the Conference of Speakers, which I man the affairs of the various State Houses of Assembly.
So what else are you looking for?
What?
What else are you looking for then?
You will see, by the grace of God, by this time, next week, by God's grace, I'm the member-elect representing Yabatu, the federal constituency.
But you have very strong opponents who are going up against you. So I ask you again the question I asked you earlier.
Our credentials, define who all of us are.
Absolutely. So Now I ask again, flipping Gombe State from the APC, not just at the presidential level, but down to even the State House of Assembly, the PDP, your chances, are you very confident that you'll be able to flip it?
I am very confident that PDP, by the grace of God, is going to take over Nigeria from top to the bottom, from bottom to top, because it is glaring. You don't need, or you don't have to wait for any prophet to come and tell you what is happening in Nigeria. And Nigeria has now the rate of awareness in the villages, in the market square, from the both youths, women, and aged people, they know that PDP is the party to go, is the party that have the commitment, is the party that is ready, is the party that will unite this country, is the party that will solve most of the problems that is facing this country.
6 days
and
away.
by the grace of God, you can check our track record. In the last 16 years that PDP ruled this country, any good, credible thing that happened in Nigeria, more than 80 to 90%, is PDP that have done it. What is happening now is confusion, though I'm not surprised, because the definition of APC is all promises confusion.
Good place to draw the anchor on this conversation.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Inuwa Garba. Thank you very much for coming in.